Hey there, sign of Aries. Bear with me, this is Kim, drinking my coffee still, trying to get amped for this reading. I'm going to pull an oracle, the angel number oracle. Then I'm going to use a deck that I haven't used in a while. It's the Urban Tarot, and I like the Urban Tarot. You get different messages, you know, from different decks. I'm probably going to see stuff in it that I have not seen ever in it. So, woo, 16, really? We're going to start off with that number? All right, Aries, well, this is 4 4s. It's also the number that corresponds with the tower. So, I would expect not scary nor good, nor, you know what I mean? I wouldn't expect, if anything, to be a certain way, except for that experience. But you are perceptive, so maybe that will help you. Let me read this card for you. It says you have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths, and you have a special ability to read into other people's feelings. A wisdom seeker, and your angels ask you to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. I am perceptive. I am perceptive. So, I mean, to me, that almost feels like developing compassion too, right? Developing compassion for people, understanding, compassion, and a little bit more coffee. Okay. I hope that doesn't sound weird. It probably does, but oh well, we persist. So the Urban Tarot for our Aries, I imagine it's divine white light connecting us to source energy, your spirit guides, your angels, to get information. Gosh, 10 of Cups. Oh, get information to help you along your way in this journey. Let's start. All right. They're kind of big, but I still like my jumpers. So what's the issue with Aries? What's the issue with our Aries? Ooh. Gosh, Aries. Well, that's some strong energy. So, okay, either you or somebody is bringing in this energy of deception. This card, now they all have swords on them. The 7 of Swords usually have the swords on them, right? And also, okay, you know what's weird is what I'm feeling with this 7 of Swords, I don't always feel. But because of some issues this morning I had, okay, I won't explain how I got to this, but I feel like someone's trying to lure you into something, like a booby trap, right? Like a booby trap. And that's what it feels like with this 7 of Swords. It's not anything to fear necessarily. You just need to be very aware at this time and alert to your surroundings. And I feel like you'll be just fine. I'm trying to see what is exactly on this card. The PS at the end of a letter. I can't even really tell what that is. But it's trying to be sneaky. Now, you might be trying to be sneaky with something. Most of the time, if things are driven by what we think is best at the moment, right? So sometimes fear can look like love as far as why we're sneaking around, trying to help or, yeah, trying to protect others, trying to protect somebody else. Okay, Ace of Pentacles is the challenge. Oh gosh, maybe it's the whole money system. I mean, you have this lying, cheating, stealing. It's about deception. This could be a big deception regarding Pentacles in general, or regarding the opportunities available to you. There might be something that looks deceiving. That's what I'm picking up as far as like saying that there are these wonderful opportunities and then they're not being. I don't know. That is something. So there may be something in an offer or something attached to this money situation that you find deceiving. And you're probably right. That would be Libra energy. So there may be something or someone who is trying to lure you into like a money trap. Does that make sense? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. A money trap. Don't get stuck in a money trap. If something feels like it's too good of a deal, really, really check it out. Oh, that reminds me of my dad, Aries, because my dad's Aries and the Emperor, and he always used to say if something was too good to be true, then it probably is. So the Emperor here, this is a really, really good card. You all should know what the Emperor is because it's all about your sign. It's all about stability. It's about developing a good strategy or plan. So there's something about this strategy that's going to help you, I feel like, to see or notice and become aware of what could possibly be setting you up for financial like hardship. What could be a money trap, like something that you invest a little bit in and then, oh my goodness, I got to invest this much now. You know what I mean? So either like something like that, either Ponzi, pyramid, or just a house that looks different than when you get it and it ends up being something that's a big fixer-upper, you know? So developing a good strategy is important. This is guiding others through love, compassion. Past energy, I have the three of swords in the reverse. So I'm feeling you here with this Emperor, and I feel like that's you that experienced this. The Three of Swords is any kind of like heartache or loss, right? Anything that makes us feel like, oh man, I don't have that anymore. Like that's what I feel with that card is I don't have that anymore. But it's like letting go of that because it's in the reverse. So I think that's even consciously becoming aware and releasing, which it says sorrow on it, but releasing that. Oh, 7-7. Gosh, guys. Got 7-7. 4, 3, 1, 1. So 7-7, spiritual. It also means like be brave. Be brave. Stand up, be brave in spirit. You have spirits. Spirit has your back, per se. Here, especially with the 7 of Wands, I feel like Spirit is giving you that extra oomph or energy that you need to stand up and make sure you don't settle. Make sure you stand up for what you want. Maybe regarding this Ace of Pentacle energy here, maybe what you are possibly trying to get in a sneaky way. Maybe. I don't really know here. This could, like I said, this could be you or somebody else. Maybe there's an energy maybe of deceiving yourself. I don't know. They're saying to stand up for what you want because you deserve it and you'll get it. But it might take some bravery and it may take facing fears. Oh, don't smush my feather. Sorry. So yeah, so the 7 of Wands, it looks like good protest energy. It looks like people standing up for what they want, standing up for what they believe, standing up because they could need to be acknowledged, heard people. All right, the near future energy. Near future energy. Eight, interference. So this is their 8 of Swords. And that's why I like using different decks, okay? Because I'm looking at this critically and strategically, and I'm seeing like this goes from hurt and heartache and releasing it, finding a truth, and like you're jumping to this awareness from the 7 of Swords to the 8 of Swords. You are ascending and you are making progress. This is a hard emotion to deal with. It just in general, it's a hard emotion to deal with. Now, in this tarot, it could mean interference such as thoughts, thinking process, things that, one, we might not be aware of. Yeah, because there's a lot of things our subconscious controls for us, and things that we do that we are really not conscious about. But we can't, the good thing about that is that we can become aware of what the subconscious is doing. And then after you become aware, you can tell the subconscious, what you want it to do. So if you want it to release traumas of the memories that get stored up in the cells, you simply speak kindly to your body, and you ask it to do that. And I know it sounds really silly, but try next time you take a shower, like complimenting your body instead of always being critical, and maybe things change. Maybe your body even starts changing because of what you say. All right, everything's worth a shot. That's what I say. The universe, the world card, and this is a card that specifically speaks to me about ascending to a higher leveled experience. It doesn't mean better. It's just an ascended level. It's just a new experience. And so in that sense, it's an unknown that should be kind of, desired, because it would be something good for you. There's the reef. So there's this completion. It's an ending and a completion with this world, because we get to experience the finish line, and then we get to actually live in it for a while. So that's that chapter of living in this. This could be about world travel. Some people, well, it says the universe. So maybe this is even insinuating something bigger than you that you are part of. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo might be associated with that. The kindergarten teacher in reverse, or the Page of Pentacles in a reverse. Trying to make something work that you feel like you've done in the past, but this Eight of Swords, this, thinking that can get in the way of us really manifesting what we want. I think that Eight of Swords, it is relying on news, package, or a letter to ease your mind. There's something that will ease your mind. Okay, I'm going to put these, they're kind of not in the right order for Celtic Cross, but I don't have much room. So, yeah, I feel like you're waiting for something with that. You're feeling extremely happy, like a completion is on its way, or like a new experience is coming. Don't get in your head about it. Sometimes just talk less, feel more. Advice I should probably take sometimes too. But this could be regarding a child, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, the hopes or fears. Oh, you got the Eon card, which, oh, and I have the Fool on the bottom. There you are, Aries. So you're really, really showing up at your reading here. The Eon is like the Judgment card. However, the Urban Tarot attaches a little bit of a different meaning. With the Judgment, it's the death and rebirth cycle, that this woman is going to that wall where ancestors' names, immigrants, whatever, are put on that wall of who is, the memorial for whoever is your ancestors. It's like, it's acknowledging and admiring what the people who came before us have done, giving credit where credit's due, acknowledging things, and you know what, leaving some things in the wayside if they don't really fit in with progressive living anymore, right? For evolved thinking. So Judgment here could be with Sagittarius. It is all about maybe a hope for a fresh start. Maybe a hope for just a brand new fresh start with this full energy on the bottom like that. Judgment, releasing judgment and criticism over yourself. This could be that. you really need to get out of this swords energy, Aries. We need to get more into our fiery action. If you need to do things that require action so that your mind can stay busy and in a good frequency, music, listening to music to manifest. I don't know. I just feel like you're going after changing something, and I feel like you're going to be really, really successful here. So this is good. So the outcome for Aries with this. Oh, wow. Yeah. And why wouldn't you be successful? I have the Public Defender, the Queen of Wands. I like their cards. The Queen of Wands here, bold, daring. She is, well, the Public Defender, so she would stick up for general public. She's bold. She's fearless. She's daring. She has really good intuitive hits, I would say, psychic ability. And the one thing about the Queen of Wands is, yes, they put on this persona outside of themselves. It's for a career, usually. But it's also to share their gifts, to share with the world what they're good at. And this may be you using those spiritual gifts that you have found out about and using them for profit or to help you live life, to benefit others. You'll get help tenfold if you do that. On the bottom, nice. On the bottom, I have the Three of Cups, abundance. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to pull something from this deck because I'm being called to pull from this deck. This is the Oracle of Genetic Gifts. It's not the whole deck, though. It's half of the deck because it's mainly the part of calling, spiritual callings, and, well, spiritual gifts. That's nice. Okay, so some of the knowledge that is coming in for you that might be coming in like a download for you, I feel like that, you know what I said with this Judgment card where the ancestors, you know, we're honoring our ancestors, and then you pull out this astrology card, ancestral knowledge. There may, look, if you want to brush up on your skills with astrology, you know what I mean? Just go over the basics with yourself. I guarantee you a bunch of information is going to come in as a download from ancestral knowledge that is really passed down in your DNA. So that's exciting seeing that. So I feel like you need to do something to kickstart that into something, like to building momentum. Here, let's put this right here. And I'll put my Jasper right there. Star attunements for high spiritual healing, activation, and ascension in life missions. Star attunements, I think of this as when you go outside and you look up at the night sky, and there's just all of that, all of those stars. I feel like there's certain codes for some people just by simply looking up might be able to kick in some kind of download for you. So try it. Why not? Give it a try. Augur, spiritual master, a seer, predictions, or a visionary, which is probably what you are, and something's probably about to kick in with you. In fact, that might be why we're celebrating here. Yeah, I'm feeling this is good for you. And I love that symbol. That reminds me of the Phoenix. I think that's what they're trying to basically say here. Okay, you have two more. You have Portal Keeper. This might be, you know how they say that your soul, like part of it is sent down here, and then part of it, well, it's a theory that part of it is working basically at your other things that you do. So this might be something else that you do. That maybe your higher consciousness is trying to make you aware of. Portal Keeper, from 3D to 5D ascension fulfillment. So that's to make sure that as many people as possible that want to go to 5D consciousness do. And realize this is not like a new physical world. This is, well, it might look like it. It might be vibration-wise, it might look like it, but Yeah, it's all your thought. Because look, this is why you have to go for the star attunements. See, Aries, I knew there was like a reason I pulled these weird cards for you this time. Starseed, you are a starseed. You are perceptive, so you probably can see or sense things before they happen. Starseed, empathic, psychic, healer, and knows your purpose. Starseed knows your purpose. That's really nice. And that was augur again. Augur, spiritual master, seer, predictions, and visionary. I'm going to put your little star seed up there. We're going to draw a couple more cards for you from your oracle cards. I just love that. I love that. So I'm going to move these over here so I have room for you to actually see these, the next few cards. There we go. The Soul's Journey. I'm surprised I remembered this. It's good. The Soul's Journey oracle cards. Please, for Aries. What you got for our Aries? Interesting reading, Aries. Really interesting. Judgment. Empathy. Empathy. Wow. Yeah, you definitely are an empath. You definitely, on some level, whether you know that you can relate to somebody or not, have probably been through something even in a past life that maybe you have feelings of feeling empathetic towards somebody. It might come from an lying like past life thing. It really might. So empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. I'm open to, so they're asking you to listen to a statement without judgment, basically. Listen to somebody make their case without harsh judgment upon them. Okay, it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Just because one path doesn't look like the one that you took, definitely is no reason to judge somebody on their path, right? All right, so empathy and judgment there. And then I'm going to pull one more to wrap this up. Uh-oh, one wants to come out. And discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. All right, and then what you should surrender. And we're going to close with this card. So the power to surrender for Aries. What should Aries surrender? Should Aries surrender? Surrender obsessive thinking. That's the 8. It's considered interference. To me, it's interference with your desires. Plain and simple. So is stubbornness. So is resentment. Judgment. Forgiveness. Yeah. Forgiveness. Forgiving people. Forgiving those who have done things to you. Forgiving yourself for doing things to them, to other people, to yourself. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve the problem. Surrender resentments. I like that red. I really like that red, like in that painting. Yeah. Okay. So holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. That is true. That is true. That might be a form of self-deception, holding a resentment, because that is not your true state. Your true state is loving. So anything that's other than that, it's not going to feel good because it's not who you really are. Stubbornness. Surrender stubbornness. If you are tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. Meaning, stop thinking so much. Just be the observer means that you're just simply watching the comings, the goings, and in that sense, you're going to become aware if you have any kind of thinking that's coming in. If it is guided by fear, then tell it stop. Just tell it to knock it off, or tell it, nothing, because you're not going to give seeds to make that flourish, right? So it says this will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Okay. So be open to more than one way to do something. Okay, so we'll finish with this. Okay, Aries, we're going to end with this fortune cookie. Difficult times, be on your guard against chaos as unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval are foretold. Surrender obsessive thinking, surrender resentments. Things will change once the thinking changes, and then come back and check your next 48-hour reading because it'll probably be different. You know, always changing. Travel, long distance communication will open up your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancement for others. Yeah. And luck. See, pull the luck in. So you might go through this difficult time, but they're saying don't worry, luck is on your side here too. As long as we're doing the right things and being guided by love, doesn't matter what's in the past, matters what's right now and on. Says a sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. So that's what I got. Thanks, guys. Sending you light and love. Bye-bye.